All right, if you're starting this podcast right now, we're going to count down 3, 2, 1, 0. When we say 0, pause the video, okay? And you're going to start the video at exactly this time. If you continue watching at exactly this time, we will count down to the New Year's countdown together. Exactly at midnight. We'll do it together, baby.
Do it together, baby. Join us for the fun.
Pause the video in 3, 2, 1, 0.
And here we go.
Woo! 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 Woo!
Woo! You know what we need? We need like official warm-up movements, like Sharpay.
Okay.
Like
our own though. Whoa. Whoa. Wow.
All right. Now I feel ready to podcast.
Suddenly I feel rejuvenated and ready. My vocal cords are probably in a worse state they were before the exercises.
It's okay. That's how you know you're podcasting, baby.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Off Angle Podcast. The podcast where two best friends take a look at movies and all that life has to offer from a slightly different perspective. We're here with the end of the year, New Year extravaganza.
Wait, you forgot a part.
Well, I forget.
You forgot the part where you say your name and I say my name, because that's the only time that I feel proud of myself.
Okay. It's all right. I'm Tyler.
And wait, can you do it again? Sorry.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Tony. That's probably good.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's what.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, I'll edit it. Welcome to the last episode of the year of 2023. This is the end of year special, the New Year's special.
That's crazy.
Right?
That's crazy.
You need to spread out the specials, man.
Where did it go?
I don't know. This year was a long one, but also went by very quick. When I look back, I was like, wow.
Like this year was a filler episode.
Okay.
Good things happened and whatever, but like for the most part, I think it was a filler episode.
Yeah, especially for you, this one's was like preparing, getting ready, and then the next one's like where everything happens. Yeah. The preparation, you're getting ready for the, we saved all the budget for the main arc that's coming. Yeah.
And I'm the main character, so I'm the only one that matters. So who cares?
Exactly. And same with the podcast. Like we haven't even hit 10 episods. This will be episode 9. Yeah. So we're not even double digits.
We're not even walking. We're crawling. We're slithering like a fungus in the Mesozoic era.
I would have picked almost anything else, but yeah, I mean that does qualify. Yeah.
There's an era that's something like that. Mesoforte, Mesopotamia.
Era. All right.
Yeah.
Don't fact check us, but it's there. But it's been a year. It's been a good one. So we're just gonna it's just a year in review, not really of the podcast. The podcast was only alive for 3 months or so, but
not even
2 months. Yeah 2 months. So just kind of what we've been up to, our favorite things of the year, and obviously that will include
these movies. Are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites. When the bee stings.
Is that actually the word?
I think so. When I'm feeling sad. That's all my favorite things right there. Okay. Getting bit by a dog, stung by a bee.
Yeah.
Feeling sad.
I wouldn't... top 10. I wouldn't say top 3.
That's my life in a nutshell,
top 10,
honestly.
For sure.
It's the best things that happen.
Have you been stung by a bee?
I got stung in the eye by a bee. I was mowing the lawn. And this fucker attacked me, and I had to physically pull it out of my eye.
The stinger was still in your eye.
The stinger was in my eye. My whole eye was like gross. It looked like it kind of looked like a woman's lady parts. My eyeball did.
Ladies are going to be pretty offended. Some ladies will be offended by that.
I guess it depends on the lady, but
yeah, his eye looked more beautiful than it does now, yes. Ladies.
But it was after that. I don't mess with bees anymore.
I mean, I don't know why he would have to begin with.
To be clear,
beekeepers.
It was a wasp.
Okay, that's different. Nobody.
It wasn't a
wasps.
bumblebee. I don't think like honeybees. Do they even sting?
I think they can,
but they're not mean. They're not angry like that. Of course, this was a wasp. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I think it's There's one of them where when they sting you, they'll just die, right?
Bumblebee's a transformer. He's a Camaro.
Yeah. He wouldn't sting you. Yeah,
he might, but
I don't think he has a stinger. One of them, it dies when it stings you. It like rips out their stinger and they die, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which, what a way to go. I'm going to cause the most minuscule amount of pain and kill myself in the process.
Well, maybe,
I'm going to cause you irritation for the next 5 minutes.
Maybe they're allergic to bees.
True. It could kill somebody, I guess. They're just taking that gamble.
Exactly.
Placing my whole life on this.
A rare roll, baby.
Yeah.
Might actually kill someone. That'd be a legendary. That would be a legend.
He did it!
Finally. You'd be remembered. They'd make statues. How do we start talking about bees? What the fuck?
Because you said it was one of your favorite things.
Okay, it is. I love it. It's so much fun.
There was something that I was waiting for you in my car. I was going through some tiki-takis, and I found one. And I just put it in my notes as eggs. But, so there's this thing.
We talked about this, Tyler. Why do you? First of all, why did you make a note if it was like 10 minutes ago?
Because I thought it was an interesting question to propose to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So to start the year off right,
propose to me. Why was your note eggs? You're gonna propose to me?
No.
Okay, ask your question already.
So the story is that basically they had like a what do you call it? Fantasy football league or whatever, and whoever lost would have to consume the number of eggs based on their age. So like if we lost, we would have to consume 29 eggs.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of like TikToks where like, ask your man this. What it used to be like, ask your man what's the toughest animal he thinks he could beat in a fight.
Yeah.
But she's like, I got a new one for them. Ask them if they think they could eat 30 eggs or what's the most amount of eggs they can consume in a day. They have a whole day to do it. In a day. And people in the comments are like, 30? That's so easy. I could do 30 in a day? That's like, whatever. Like a little more than 2 eggs an hour.
No, 30's a lot. For me, I just think I would just be so sick of it after like 10. I couldn't stomach it
I wouldn't
anymore.
enjoy eating it.
I
could do a dozen, no problem, I feel.
Yeah, I think that's what I was going to say. Like around like 10, I would just be like, I hate this. But I could probably get like to maybe 16, 18. And then I'd be like, okay.
Because when I make like an omelet at home, I use 3 or 4 eggs.
But by that, you're like, okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I did that at least breakfast, lunch, dinner, so that's 12. That's a dozen.
Okay.
And then if I up it by 1, then that's 15 eggs. That's still only halfway to 30. I don't think I could do the 29 if in that case, but
not even close.
That's going to be January 1st.
That's what you're gonna do.
No, actually, every I'm gonna work my way up. All right.
Why does that have to be
start
eggs?
at 10 eggs?
Oh, you're gonna
build up my tolerance.
That's not how
all
it works.
egg diet.
That's not how eggs work.
Cholesterol through the roof. Okay.
That's not how eggs work.
I enjoy a good egg though.
Yeah, but you can't build a tolerance for eggs.
What if I just blend it up into a drink?
I mean, I don't know if that would. I guess that would make it easier. I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah,
why? I don't even like eggs that much. I mean, they're good, but like, I don't want to eat them all day long. Because it kind of reminds me of
nobody's
like
forcing you.
Because it kind of reminds me of the similar question: how many chicken nuggets do you think you could eat in a day? Which is people have done that one and actually gone and tried that one. People go like, oh, I could eat 100 nuggets easy, and they go and they're whatever. Well, there was a challenge.
Like 60.
There was a challenge. Wasn't it like, was it 100, 120 nuggets? Like a couple years ago, there was something.
Yeah, and there used to be, I know there was at least an image. I don't know if it was like a legitimate thing, but it was just like a huge thing of McDonald's nuggets, like 2 burgers and like a buttload of fries. And it's like, you get one person to help you crush this challenge. Who's doing it? And everyone's like, I could do that by myself. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know about that, but horrible. I mean, I can definitely take down a 20-piece and a large fry in one sitting. If it was just the nuggies, assuming we are talking about like McDonald's size nuggies,
yes, of course,
in a day or in one sitting.
I mean, I think the challenge and stuff was in one sitting. But
In one sitting.
I think it's basically the same.
If it's a day, I can, relieve myself a little bit.
Yeah.
Make room for
fair.
more. Because I need time to digest,
True.
Anyway.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
We'll do it.
a 100 egg challenge.
I don't know. I don't want to ruin eggs for me because I like eggs.
Yeah. I just started eating egg. A couple of years ago, I didn't eat eggs at all. But like a year-ish ago, I started introducing them. And now I'm like, now I like a nice egg.
Yeah, eggs
I don't
are
love
good.
scrambled eggs.
Okay.
Something about the texture, just meh. But it's sunny side up. Get a nice when you cut into it and it gets a little.
Oh yeah, like put that on like top of your toast or something.
It's like
on top of rice.
The milk of gods.
Yeah.
Like if Jesus had a udder,
Who's to say he didn't?
that would come out.
I would milk the
might.
yolk right out of him.
Also, I have a question. Speaking of 2024, I have a question. So people who are born now, is there something past Gen Z yet? Like there is technically, right?
I don't think there's a name.
But
I've
heard
Z.
Gen Alpha. Like they're starting over. But like because there's no governing body that chooses this name. It's just kind of culture decides it,
Oh yeah, Generation Alpha, born 2010 to 2024.
Damn, starting in 2010?
Yeah, I guess so.
2010.
2010.
2010. That's long enough.
Yeah, Gen
So then
Z
what is
ends
Gen Z?
at 90 or 2009. Well, obviously 95 to 2009. So we just missed Gen Z. Generation Y, which is millennials, right? Why is it called Generation Y? Ew. Millennials is so
before that
cool.
there was Gen Xers.
Yeah.
Why did we start at X?
The
And why
baby boomers.
Yeah.
So lame.
was there one before the baby
Millennials is
boomers?
cool. It says silent generation. Then it's the greatest generation or GI generation. Then it's lost generation.
Holy fuck!
Because they're all gone.
These are band names.
Yeah, and then we're the millennials. Barely, but we're the millennials. But I mean, I definitely identify more with other millennials than I do with Generation Z.
Have you seen yourself in the mirror?
Not looks-wise, it's different. Personality-wise.
Oh, okay. It's different.
Although I'm trying to stay hip.
Okay.
I mean, I want to be somewhat hip, not with I don't need all the slang and whatever, but I don't want to ever feel completely out of touch,
Yeah, for sure. Because there's like some old people, right, where you meet them, and I've had this discussion before, where they they still listen to the music that they listened to 30 years before, and that's like it.
Yeah.
Maybe like they have like one or two newish songs, but
Yeah.
they only watch old movies, old songs, and they're just like, Meh.
And like I just couldn't imagine that. I mean, I know it. I think one of the biggest differences is obviously that those generations came before computers and before everything was accessible. So it's a bigger change to now have that access.
Right.
I'm like, nah, I'm good. That's too overwhelming. I'm just gonna stick with what I know. So maybe that's what will make the difference with us and beyond. But
the comfort thing. But I try to make a effort to not let that happen.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you
new
always have your comfort
Yeah.
songs and movies, but
But if there's new things, try to give it a chance. Because normally,
at least give it a try.
Normally the kids are all right.
Yeah, they're not as bad as you think.
Right.
There's some gems in there.
There's got some stuff in there. Like at first, like for example, hyperpop. I was like, what the what?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Stop it. But now I'm like, it's slowly worked its way into my listening. Like at least elements of it, And I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything kind of evolves because even listening back to like the genres we enjoy the most today, such a lot of electronic music or dubstep or whatever. When we first started listening to it, it was complete garbage. We still liked it, but like, trash. These genres have evolved and grown, and so maybe something might not be your cup of tea as soon as it drops onto the market, but doesn't mean you just write it off. Give it a shot. There's so much fun to be found.
Exactly. I mean, I remember. Just as a quick side, I was like that when Overwatch came out. We were playing Battleborn.
Yeah.
And I was like, Overwatch? Pfft, this new trash kids playing their Overwatch. What
overrated. Ugh. We're playing the real game.
The real game, which died in 2 weeks. If anybody has ever played Battleborn, you're a real one.
Battleborn is great.
It was a good game for 2 weeks.
It's just nobody, because it came out at an unopportune time, unfortunate timing. And even though they're not the same game type of game.
Yeah.
But
it had good bones.
yeah, the bones were there.
The bones were there.
The bones were there. Now they're gone.
Exactly.
No more bones.
But now it's been so long that not only did that game die, Overwatch died, and Overwatch 2 came and was already dead when it came out.
Basically.
And so.
Yeah, I mean, I'd still hop in with people. Like, I don't have anything against it.
Yeah. What's the newest thing now? I know people play like the finals. Is that out? I don't know.
Fortnite's still big. Valorant's still
I
big.
want to play Fortnite.
Regular Fortnite or like the Lego thing that came out?
How much I want to play Fortnite.
Yeah.
I'm angry. Why are they putting all this stuff out all of a sudden?
It's good.
I know.
I haven't touched it, but it looks
wanna
good.
play
I watch it.
Lego Fortnite. I want to play Fortnite Festival, which is like I don't even know exactly what it is, but I know there's like Guitar Hero mode.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they're actually making like real Guitar Hero controllers again, maybe like official. What?
Fortnite is responsible for bringing back everything we love.
They have the emotes, which I'm guessing are part of the festival or something, where like it's just like individual tracks of songs, so you can go with like some randoms and play like the vocals to Gangnam Style and the drums from some random pop song and like make little mixes and mashups like on the fly.
They just have infinite money and they can do whatever.
Yeah, and then
it's
they
great.
have the Rocket League racing game, which is also somehow Fortnite.
Yeah.
What?
And also just where other people can make stuff for it as well.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's literally just a complete sandbox. It's everything and anything.
It's not even Fortnite anymore. I don't care about cranking 90s.
I think it exists somewhere in there, but there's so much other stuff.
Yeah, I really want to play it, and I'm angry about it.
Yeah, Fortnite is now just like, it's like a brand more so than a game.
Yeah.
Just a genre.
Which, I don't know, do you have to actually open up Fortnite to play these things? Probably.
I was very interested in Fortnite when it was the tower defense thing. Because I love tower defenses. But that didn't do well for them. But then they made, the Battle Royale because of PUBG and everything. And I'm just not a sweaty gamer. I can't do legitimate battle royales. It's too stressful for me. So I never touched it. But now it's completely something
I think you
else.
would smash. Not the build, at least the no build Fortnite.
Yeah, I was considering when no build was
because it's pretty fun. I played it a few times with people, and it's like it's pretty chill. There's so much wacky.
And I would do it in a team as well.
Especially when you come into Fortnite now, and there's so much wacky shit that when you're just playing, you're like, "What? What is this? Like, what? Yeah. Why do they have this in the game?" They're like all kinds of like weird vehicles. Just jump out, and there'll be some crazy rolling balls you can jump in and slingshot across the map. And there's like, boats and all kinds of crazy stuff that just make it, insane to just hop into right now.
Well,
Fortnite,
the new year, baby.
The year of Fortnite.
2024 is bringing Fortnite into our lives.
Honestly.
And it's free. It's free, dude.
What the fuck?
Crazy. Well, other than Fortnite, we can stay on games for a little bit. Was there any games you played in 2023 that really resonated with you? Didn't have to come out in 2023, but,
Let me think. And also, let me just look up 2023 games because my brain is broken.
Well, see, that's why for my own sake, it's rarely that I show it to other people, but I track like everything. I have so many just random spreadsheets I make. I keep track of all the games I play, what I rate them, a little review for them, what I like, the music, good, bad, the story, good, bad, whatever. I keep track of my movies, keep track of my music, keep track of random things, anything. Every time I've kissed Tony, the spreadsheet's empty currently.
That's a long one.
Yeah. It's a multi-gigabyte Excel spreadsheet. That's a lot of tabs.
How many times I've kissed Tony? Empty. How many times I've thought about kissing Tony? 5,000 pages.
Exactly.
I haven't even played that many games that came out this year.
Well, just games you played this year. It doesn't have to be that came out this year.
That's even harder. I know I played Starfield, which was we don't talk about it. I finished that. This year I did start playing Slay the Spire.
Right.
About 1,000 years late. But that was tons of fun, of course. I played Cyberpunk again, or partially, because I'm doing like the DLC, which I'm not done with yet. But that was been a lot more fun than Starfield, so that's good. A lot of old stuff. I played through Titanfall 2, which was actually really good.
Yeah.
It's like a Call of Duty campaign, except like every wacky idea that the people thought of, they're just like, put it in. We'll make it work. Like do you know anything about the Titanfall campaign?
Not like what transpires. I just know you can run on walls and it's crazy and action packed and jump in your mech and jump out of your mech and all this
like
stuff.
There's so many different levels that have like a whole gimmick to it. It's cool. Like there's, of course, the one that most people have probably seen. There's a level where you can jump between the past and the present with a button.
Wow. Okay.
So there's like 2 separate levels going on at once, and you have to like switch between them like while you're parkouring.
Damn.
Or there'll be 2 different sets of enemies in each one, and you kind of have to balance. Like, you're in here, and your health starts getting low. Okay, you gotta switch to the other one and start fighting there, so you can regain health, and then
Jeez.
and it's like seamless. Like you just push it as fast as you want. It's like
that's insane.
Yeah.
And it's not an old game, but like it was
So
ahead of its time.
A bunch of stuff that's like that on like each individual level.
Did you play the original Titanfall?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either. But I heard about it, but Titanfall 2 was always like, you gotta play that one.
Yeah.
I think it's like super cheap on Steam too. Right now.
It is. I mean, I haven't played the multiplayer, but a lot of people like the multiplayer too. What else did I play? I played Bombrush Cyberfunk. That was a good time.
That's like the Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio, which now they're making Jet Set Radio again.
Yeah.
So hell yeah.
Probably because they saw that did so good.
Yeah. I played Atomicrops, which I'd played before. It's a little bit older, but I got really into it this year. Good time, baby. A lot of random older stuff. I played Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. You should play that one too. Oh, it's so good. It's got some bangers. The whole game is just breakcore the whole time.
Bangers. I hear there's certain levels that are like incredibly hard.
I mean, there's difficulties. I played it on like the, medium hard difficulty or whatever. I didn't play it on like a crazy extreme mode, but if I can beat it, it's not that hard because I'm not that much of a pro gamer.
Gotcha.
And I've beaten as
I
much
think you
as
underestimate yourself, but okay. Yeah.
Crab Champions.
Right.
Banger this year, which there's been a new update that I haven't played at all. I think there's another update that just came out like yesterday, which I again haven't played. I'll get back into it because it's a good time.
Yeah. I stopped playing because my friggin' save got corrupted.
Oh, yeah.
When I was 2 achievements, I mean, now they've added more, but I was 2 achievements away from having 100%, and then it just my save just gone.
Well, did you ever play when they had like the really hard achievements?
I think that's what I was trying to do, where you had to beat it with all the modifiers on. That was like one of the last ones.
That was so annoying.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I didn't do it. I tried for a long time. I was like, okay, I just don't have the patience for this. Yeah. Not at current age, current time. I played Valhalla, which is just like a visual novel where you're like a bartender, and that was kind of wholesome and fun and nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's most of what I like played a lot of this year, and just a lot of old stuff on Steam Deck. I really got into it this
Heck
year.
yeah, if it's portable, baby, I'll give it a shot.
Like Peglin.
Mm-hmm.
Played Peglin.
I haven't played it. Yeah, I know
it's
what
like
it is.
Peggle.
Yeah,
but
a roguelike kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
Nice one, baby.
I love all the weird roguelike of just
I
completely
wanna
normal
make
game,
more.
but they make it a roguelike.
It's an infinitely tappable market.
Yeah. I just played one. I mean, it's okay. It's in early access, as most things are, but it's like a city builder, like a card city builder roguelike. It's very weird. People get very interesting.
Yeah.
But some things I played, also Crap Champions. I finally played Inside, which is by, the Limbo people, and it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Have you played Limbo?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's better than Limbo for sure. I really enjoyed Inside a lot. And I don't think it's by the same people, but there's that other one that came out. I want to play Cocoon, I think it's called.
Yeah, it won Best Indie Game or whatever at the Game Awards.
So I wanted to give that one a shot. Played an interesting game called Shadows of Doubt.
Okay.
Which is it's like a murder mystery game. You're solving murders, except it's random, procedurally generated. So you're just like in this ever living town where people have like jobs and people have like schedules, and you're going around and, you solve a mystery, and then, you'll get a new one where it's like, oh, someone else died. And so you have to go like search for evidence and find, oh, this person was working these hours. Oh, but they weren't there because I checked the cameras, and like, there's so much you can do. It's very overwhelming, but very interesting premise that they were able to do that. And it works to some extent. I didn't put too many hours into it, so I don't know how repetitive it would get or how much depth it has with its random generation, but very cool concept. I played Dusk, first person boomer shooter, as they call it, which is very good. Really enjoyed that.
Have you even played the Doom games?
I finally played Doom at the end of last year.
Okay.
Didn't play Eternal, but I did play Doom. Really enjoyed Doom.
Okay.
Doom 2016.
I like that one better than Eternal, but
that's what I've heard was that it was a little better.
I would get shit for that. A lot of people like Eternal. Eternal's more like there's more systems, so there's more stuff to juggle.
Okay.
And it kind of feels like there's like rainbow UI all over. Everything's got like this rainbowy, like weird high tech feel. Whereas 2016 is more just like edgy and grounded and like which I like personally.
Yeah, and also just less things. You just want to turn your mind off and just like blow stuff up. The more
like,
systems,
this
and
more.
more.
This cool down. This cool down.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just blasting stuff, baby. Blast, kick, blast. Chainsaw, blast.
Kick, blast.
Exactly.
That's all I do, baby.
I played Played Up, which is like the roguelike Overcooked game.
It's roguelike?
I wouldn't say roguelike exactly, but yeah, it's the same, like you start in the same kitchen, you choose your recipe, but then every couple days it's like, oh, now your people, they'll be less patient for you, or now you have to juggle this other thing. Now you have to add this side. Some people order this new side that you have
but
to
add.
It's
different
so
every time you play?
You get these different cards that activate, but still frantic like Overcooked. I played a little bit. I want to play more, but Cassette Beasts, which is a Pokemon-esque game. Very stylized, very cool. Played a little Risk of Rain Returns, of course, the remake of the original Risk of Rain.
I gotta play that.
Which is hard. I forgot how hard the original Risk of Rain is.
It's hard.
But fun. The Nonary games, I'm actually almost done with the second one. So 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors is the first one. Beat that this year. Very good. But those are good visual novel-y-esque things with mini little escape room type things. You're kind of, you just wake up in this place and you're trying to figure out what's going on. So if you're into mysteries and a lot of reading, then might be up your alley. Or if you know anything about like Danganronpa. I finally played Pony Island.
Nice.
Which is by the guy that made
Isn't
Inscription.
There 2 coming out?
There is. I'm very excited about that because it looks crazy. And all his games are very, very unique. Do a lot of weird things you wouldn't expect the game to do and get very meta and fourth wall breaky. So very good. Also, it's short. So Pony Island is a fun little game to play. And one of the last ones that I enjoyed was a game called In Sound Mind, which is you play as like a psychiatrist and you're kind of going into your patients' minds, and it's like a horror game. So like they all have different psychological battles they're facing, and so you're kind of going through like a realistic interpretation of these psychological battles and figuring out what happened to them and what's going on with you. And it's very good. It's first person horror, but not like jump scary over the top horror, just eerie, creepy stuff. It was really good.
Spooky.
I enjoyed it. That was gaming in 2023 for me, and a bunch of stuff I've always played. But
of course,
as far as new stuff
the
that I
classics.
enjoyed, new stuff that I completed and enjoyed.
Well, Tyler, what was your favorite What was your top 10 favorite books you read in 2023?
I read the first 2 volumes of Chainsaw Man.
That's not a book.
That's
not a. Continue.
I read it sometimes. I'm gonna keep thinking. What was your favorite? While I think about my favorite.
I read email from the IRS.
Oh, I love that one.
I read
it every year.
That's it.
Okay. Well,
I read my grandma's obituary.
Oh.
I read. Just
Okay.
progressively more sad.
The restraining order from all of my best friends.
Exactly.
The divorce papers.
My eviction notice. Yeah, I did a lot of reading this year.
Yeah, to pick a favorite, that's tricky. Do you have any like videos or TikTok, like something that was like, I remember watching that and that was really good? I kind of putting you on the spot. I didn't plan for this
like
either.
A zillion of them.
Or do you have like a go-to, like if I say what's like one of your favorite video essays you've watched? Because I know you've dove into some of those sometimes.
That's a toughie.
Yeah, or what's the longest one you've watched?
I don't like the long ones. I've told you before,
Okay.
I don't like the long ones because they're shit. 90% of the time they're shit because
Yeah.
they just say the same thing over and over again in 10 different ways and like pad it out with so much bullshit.
Yeah.
Most of the time, if someone's making a 6-hour video, 8-hour video, if they're not working on it for 10 years, it's trash. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
There's good ones that I want to watch. Like, for example, one person who is kind of an OG with the essays of stuff. I don't know what his actual channel is called, but Frederick Knudsen or whatever, Down the Rabbit Hole. He put out one like a month or two ago that's like 5 hours long or something, 5 hours and 40 minutes maybe. That's about, I think it's about the MMO EVE Online. And like his stuff is always so high quality, and I think he worked on this for like years, like literally, and I know that it's like definitely a banger. I haven't watched it yet, but like that's probably one of the rare examples of like, okay, it's probably not garbage, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the longest one, probably somewhere around 3-ish hours, any longer than that, I think, like I said, you're approaching garbage territory.
Obviously, everyone knows all the Defunct Land ones are delicious.
Yeah, those are always good.
The Disney Channel theme one was great. But I watched... It's not really a video essay, but a lengthy video. I watched a bunch of them, but a lot of the videos on the myhouse.wad.
Oh, yeah.
Those are all very interesting.
Nice.
A lot of those are over an hour because it's a lot happens in that WAD, that mod. It's basically a Doom, the original Doom, like OG Doom. This modded level for it that someone had made, except there's a lot to it. You're in a house, but then other stuff happens. It starts like breaking out of the boundaries of the game. The game should be able to do this, and it gets all psychological. A lot of stuff happens. It's very hard to explain, nor do I want to try or spoil any of it for you. But myhouse.wad, if you like horror or horror games or just weird stuff, very good. But the longest one that I watched, well, multiple, is all of Quentin Review's video essays about what did it start with? It started with iCarly, then Victorious, and then Sam and Cat. Oh, and Fred. I watched all of them, except the Sam and Cat ones he's still working on. But the Fred one started. Fred, 3 hours, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
iCarly, together, about 8 hours.
Yeah.
Victorious, together, about 14 hours. I watched all of them.
There's no way. There's no way there's 14 hours of content in those videos. There's no way. I believe you if there's 2 or 3 hours of like good content.
Yeah.
There's no way there's 14 hours.
Well, because it's recapping every episode, you know.
Okay.
It's not like some
But
delicious...
that's not valuable information that you need to know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I feel wizened. I have become wiser as a result of
Have you? Okay.
Yes, I know not to do that anymore.
Okay.
That's what I learned.
That's good.
It was more so just like to say that I've done it. I mean, to be fair,
Right.
I was watching it passively while I did other stuff. I wasn't just, this is great.
Yeah.
But I did consume them.
Because it's not really saying, like, what, yeah. It's just what,
Yeah, I mean, he does add things. But yeah, in terms of what he's actually trying to say, it's probably like 2 hours of the content, if that.
Yeah, I just feel like at some point people realize, like, hey, if I make it really long, people will just watch it because it's long and, like,
Yeah.
you know. People that I always know are, like, bangers, you know. Of course, got movie stuff. Like YMS. I would put that in this category. Same category. He's got some 2-hour videos that are like, yeah, like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Or, like, Jenny Nicholson I like a lot.
Yeah, I've still never watched her videos. I've always meant
Very
to.
entertaining
but
stuff.
Yeah.
Make you care about a lot of stupid shit. Like, I think she has a 2-ish hour video about the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, I think I've been recommended that once, but I never actually
It's incredible.
dove into
It's very good. Or she has like a 4-hour one about this theme park, which that's a good one. That's like 4 hours.
Okay.
About this theme park. It's kind of like Defunct Land style where there's this theme park that came out or that was like way too ambitious, like crazy fucking ambitious. And they opened it in like a really, really shitty state. She kind of like went through the whole process and then she went there like multiple times, I think, and like filmed it all and talked to people. And
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
It's cool.
Yeah. I like when it goes like documentary style.
Yeah, that's when it can be long. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, bring it on, baby. There's other people. Like there was the one guy, which I haven't watched all of them, but he did he first had one that was like half an hour long, okay, about how Snowpiercer and Willy Wonka
Right, I've
are
seen
the
that.
same universe.
That's
But he-
great.
He did a part 2
Okay.
and a part 3 that are both like an hour and a half.
Damn. I think I might have seen part 2. Definitely haven't seen
I
part 3.
started part
though.
2.
But yeah, I have 100% seen the first one. I was recently talking about it because like Wonka came out, and I rewatched the first one, which is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I think. Or maybe that's Willy Wonka. I don't know.
No, you got
the
it.
non-Johnny Depp one. I watched with Ashley again, and I was like, "Have you seen Snowpiercer by any chance?" It's actually a sequel, but it's convincing.
Same thing with me. Yeah, we did the same. Watch, because you hadn't seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Watch that. And watch Snowpiercer. And we'll show her the video. So.
We haven't watched Snowpiercer, but I was just describing it.
Yeah.
I do want to rewatch Snowpiercer because I remember very enjoyable movie.
It's good. It's bad. It's weird. But it's fun.
Love that.
Yeah. But it's a fun movie, and I like it.
Anything else before we take a break, and then we'll go into all the movie stuff.
Yeah. What do we call this decade?
Oh, I posed an interesting question of when, because, we have 2020, 2023, whatever, the 2000s. Yeah. When does this become the 20s, the 10s, the 30s? Because everything from the 1900s.
That's what I'm saying.
The 90s, the 80s. When does it switch over? Is
I don't know.
After 50? After 2050, it's now the 30s, the 40s?
I mean, I guess we just call it the 2020s. Because it's not that long. But, technically we're in the 20s, baby.
Yeah.
Which means we're only a few years away from a depression and an entire economic collapse. So I'm excited for that.
I think it should be like generations, where every block of 10 year, every decade or something has, like, an actual name. Maybe every 50 years.
What do you mean as a name?
But, like millennials or whatever, rather than the 20s, the 2010s. Like, that's just a number. Give it a name. Like, what was going on? Like, this is the COVID era,
George.
To remind us of what was happening in that
the Richard
time.
era.
Just completely random.
Just names. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, okay. The Bradley.
Well, you know what the 20s are going to be? Off-angle era. Baby!
Hell yeah, baby.
We'll see you in the history books. And we'll see you after the break.
We will. We'll be back. So we actually forgot to record this part of the podcast, so I'm just here to say thank you for listening, thank you for watching. We've appreciated you guys being here during these first few months of the podcast being a thing. We also once again encourage you to leave a comment, leave a rating, leave a like, subscribe, follow our social medias at OffAnglePod. Maybe suggest a movie for us to watch. Leave a topic you want us to discuss. Leave us a question to answer. We want you guys to interact with us so we can interact with you. Anyways, we hope you've had a lovely holiday season and that the new year treats you well. Let's get back into the episode. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, baby waddy.
It's fruity time, everybody. But it's special for a few reasons.
Yeah.
First, it's going to be a double fruity time. The best kind of fruity time.
2 episodes in a row with double fruity time. We're spoiling the people.
Crazy.
We're spoiling.
But it's okay because we're spoiling you because it's also going to be...
You say it. It's going to be... We're spoiling you because it's being spoiled. It's... bad spoil, the bad version of the word spoiled.
Yeah, we're spoiling you with something spoiled.
Made the decision that we're going to be retiring starting this next year, just retiring fruity time. Because basically we've determined that no, the answer is no. Nothing stands up to the original Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. But we're going to do a new segment. Fruity time may be gone, but it's okay. We'll have a new time.
Yes.
What are we going to call it? I don't know. Snack time. We're going to call it something freaky.
And I do want to say real quick, that obviously we have not tried every fruit snack, but we've kind of tried every sort of major variation of fruit snack that's different than just, another fruit snack.
Yeah.
So we feel like at this point it would start to get a little redundant of like, this one's also a little chewy. So that's
exactly
one of the main reasons. We're running out of interesting.
I think we've kind of determined that there's not that much variety in the fruit snack world.
Yes.
Really. I mean, I'm sure there's a few weird, freaky ones here and there, but like it's too much. It's too much. And it's like, yeah. So anyway, what we're going to replace it with, currently the plan is if it happens, hopefully, is going to start doing international snacks after our break. So maybe one day it'll be a freaky snack from Korea. Maybe the next day it'll be some freaky snack from Egypt. Then it'll be one from Mexico. Who knows? You never know what you're going to get. So hopefully there'll still be the same kind of, hey, freaky variety stuff. You'll still hear our beautiful, not at all hot takes about said snacks.
Yeah, and there'll be just more variety, like you said. It'll be something actually different each time.
Not here's our 18th strawberry fruit snack. It's gonna definitely be different,
and we'll have much less like expectation because it's not just another fruity snack. There could be anything.
Could be anything.
We have no
flavors, flavor profiles, textures. We have. Because there's a lot of Betty Crocker fruit snacks, so we're going to try one more Betty Crocker, which is a Spider-Man variety. What was the other Betty Crocker one we tried?
Betty Crocker, it seems like Betty Crocker does all the like branded, like with TV shows and things. So the Scoob ones and the Bluey ones.
Okay, that's
and
wild
then the
variation.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
So I think just any like tie into some already current property is done by Betty Crocker. I'm sure they also make a lot of the other fruit snacks behind the scenes.
But then they make like 15, and they're probably all the same. But anyway, we're going to try one more Betty Crocker. And then we're going to try the classic Welch's because we know those are really good. Yes. And those are, up there. So what we'll probably do, maybe, if we can find them, if we can get our hands on them, maybe we'll do a special return episode with the actual Scooby-Doo fruit snacks, which was the whole reason we started this segment, was to find something that matched that level, at least in our brain. And maybe it'll be really sad and they'll be like, they're just fine. But anyways,
that's why we're going to retire the segment now. Yes. Go out on a high note.
We'll see. But for today, you'll get a double fruiter. You'll get some Spideys.
So for reference, the Blueys and the Scoobs are both like the 2, 3, 4 area. Like they're not great. So we're confirming our theory, or maybe proving it wrong. Betty Crocker's all kind of.
These are the same.
Not great.
They feel like plastic already.
We got the Spider-Man symbol. We got his hand doing the.
And
I didn't get a Gwen.
I got a Gwen. I didn't get a hand. Well, I only have one Gwen, though. All
right, well, here, Well, it's not even worth it, bro.
It's not worth it, bro. It's really not.
Just go.
Who are we talking about here? Which one did you
grab one. I grabbed a web.
Okay.
They make the most just, like...
average
fruit snack. Like, just, like, textbook fruit snack. Nothing redeeming. Just, like, give my kids some fruit snacks. Yeah. I'm just eating them, bro. I'm done with these. I feel like these ones are sticking to my teeth too much, which is good, but definitely had better.
They're less plasticky than the Scoobs, at least.
I do feel like, they're better than the Scoobs. These are sitting like a 5. They're growing on me as I eat more.
Yeah, I do like, they're pretty good.
I think I would grab these at least, which puts them at like a 5 at least. Maybe it's just because Spider-Man, I don't know. We have been known to say we like Spider-Man multiple times.
We like Spider-Man.
These do make you feel like Spider-Man.
It's entirely based on what the shapes are.
It's true.
It's kind of like, dinosaur nuggets taste better than regular nuggets.
It's true. It's 100% fact. I don't know if it's because I haven't had them in a while, but I feel like these are the best of the Betty Crocker that we've had.
I would agree. Not that different.
Yeah. Nothing life-changingly different, but definitely better. Mainly just the texture is better, so therefore they are more enjoyable experience.
Which, for all we know, it could just be the age.
It could be, yeah.
Like, maybe the Scoobs were like 3 years old because the Scoob movie, when did that come out?
It's true. It's true.
Whereas there was a Spider-Man movie this year, and the guess who's on the front of our thing, man. And that was the worst
especially
part
for the fruit gums, is that, they seem to be well-liked online.
Speaking of fruit gums.
Oh?
I have to tell you. Via ate all of them.
Whoa.
In like 2 hours. She just kept going back and grabbing more. But what are you doing?
I didn't think it was possible to consume them that fast.
I'm like, why is it? Are you just? She's like, yeah, I don't know. Just yeah.
Got jaws of steel.
Literally. To be fair, I don't think she liked them. I don't think she liked them. But
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Don't let them go to waste.
Can't let the fruity goodness go to waste.
But speaking of fruity goodness, Welch's, baby.
These better be fresh.
I hope so. I mean, I'm the one that bought these, so it's on me if they're not. But the one thing I will say about the Welch's is that they are one of the least, like, visually stimulating ones. They all just kind of blend together as colors. They're not super vibrant, I should say. I like the shapes. The shapes
feel
are
like
crisp.
These look different than they used to look, and I'm scared.
Yeah, maybe if they change the recipe on us, god dang
the
it.
peach did not used to look like that. I can guarantee you that. The
I think it was
peach
lighter.
it was just a circle with a little beep.
Okay, well, where are we starting?
Okay, let's start with the strawberry.
Strawberry.
Classic.
I'm gonna take 2 so I can. They have the ideal texture.
Yeah.
The ideal
soft.
chewiness. A little artificial on the strawberry, but good. It's still
It tastes
good.
like Jell-O.
It's so pleasant. Yeah, that's good.
It's almost a jelly consistency.
They all have the same, like...
Top note.
Yeah. Then they hit you with that actual flavor. Peach, baby.
Hit it.
Hell yeah.
That was good.
Love me some peach, baby.
That was good.
Still good, man. They pretty much like I remember them. Would I give them the victory? In terms of like just normal fruit snacks, probably the best. But we also have the Gushers and the Black Forest Juicy Bursts, which are in a separate category.
I might put it above all of them.
Really? Okay.
Maybe.
I mean,
because
we don't have to always agree.
The texture is so it's so good.
Yeah.
All the other ones have a stickiness, some level of stickiness. There's no stickiness. My teeth are not screaming at me after I eat it.
Nothing is left in my mouth except
all
flavor.
that's left is happiness and joy, and it doesn't it's not like overly sugary and like trash, not trash, but like whereas like
it feels like a fruit
Yeah.
snack, not like candy.
Yes, exactly.
Candy.
Which the Gushers, for example, just taste like candy. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Juicy Bursts, I feel like it's closer to candy, but
It's like in between the Gusher and the fruit snack.
and this, they're so soft and they're good. Out of all the ones,
I don't regret eating them in any way.
exactly. And that's the other thing with the Juicy Bursts. The other thing with the Juicy Bursts, it was a gamble. Sometimes you open it and it's just a sticky fucking mess. There's stuff everywhere.
Anything with the juicy, they could already burst it.
Yes, and then it's just a disaster and it's a horrible to eat. There's no danger of that here. It's the ideal.
I don't have to wash my hands. I don't have to brush my teeth.
Exactly.
I don't have to cleanse my palate. Welch's. You know what you're doing, Welch's. You're the best one.
Welch's is the Belch's.
Is the fruitiest of the times. The fruitiest fruity time. Goes
Fruity
through
time winner.
Welch's. Family farmer owned, mixed fruit, natural and artificial flavors, fruit snacks. Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
Welch's goes to the #1 spot. That is, for the time being, our last fruity time.
Yeah.
It's been
maybe it'll
quite a
come
ride.
back. You never know.
You never know.
You never know when fruity time may return.
Yeah.
Bye, fruity time. I remember you. Hey, editor, put some like flashes of our fruity time, and put some in the arms of the angel.
I don't know the notes past that.
Salute.
We salute you
To the
fruity time.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
But after fruity time comes movie time. Kind of a near rhyme there.
Yeah.
So we're talking 2023 movies we watched in 2023, and also movies we're looking forward to in 2024.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Heck yeah. So let me quickly go through my list of things that I just watched in 2023 that I think are worth mentioning.
Let me just cut you off.
All right.
And wipe your whole list out of the water.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
The only movie you need to watch this year is Rebel Moon Part 1.
Yeah.
You want to know my top 5? Snyder.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, sure. That's all you need to know. Mm-hmm. That's it. End of podcast.
Glowing reviews about
The Scar Giver is coming up, which I already have scars thinking about part 1. Part 1 was The Scar Giver. Okay.
Let's see. Some things I watched. So these are not 2023 movies, just some things I watched in 2023 that were actually good. I did watch The Handmaiden. The Handmaiden
Nice.
was really good.
I believe it.
I liked it more than Decision to Leave. I'd have to rewatch Old Boy. I don't know, but very good. Very long, but very good. I watched Moonlight finally. I enjoyed Moonlight.
Nice.
Give that like an 8 out of 10. Just looking at like 7s or 8. Oh, I watched Perfect Blue. 9 out of 10. Really enjoyed Perfect Blue,
Yeah.
obviously. Watched Schindler's List. Kind of a hard movie to rate because I don't know how I rate things that make me feel sad, but I think it's an 8, maybe higher. I watched it.
Nice. Nice.
Rewatched 500 Days of Summer because I hadn't seen it in forever, so I didn't remember it.
Nice.
Still holds up. 8 out of 10, baby. Palm Springs, another good rom-com I enjoyed. Watched Zootopia finally. Never saw Zootopia.
Hell yeah.
Enjoyed Zootopia. Watched a few Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson.
I am in love with Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson's really good. Like the Grand Budapest Hotel.
I need to watch his newer ones. I haven't seen the newer ones. French Dispatch.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
And Asteroid City. I haven't seen.
Saw Asteroid City as well. Oh,
What's your favorite?
Out of what I've seen, Fantastic Mr. Fox, I think.
Have you seen Darjeeling Limited?
No, I gotta go back through like the older ones.
You should watch that one. It's my favorite, which is a hot take,
Okay.
but it's my favorite.
Yeah, the thing I like about anyone that ranks Wes Anderson lists is they're always all over. Usually like 1 or 2
Yes.
are usually near the top, but
It's just I don't know, the vibes of that movie are so good. It feels like it feels like an adventure where there's all these little details that are really nice. Whereas some of his newer ones are like, hey, look at a metric ton of my style in every second of everything. Whereas this one, it's like a little bit more subdued and it's more focused on the characters and the adventure. And it's got Adrian Brody in it.
True.
Name one movie with Adrian Brody that wasn't a banger and a half.
True. I mean, he's in Asteroid City, too. Not as, like, a super prominent character, but he's in it.
Exactly.
Rewatched Perks of Being a Wallflower. Really enjoy that movie.
You enjoy that movie? Is that a good movie?
Yeah, I like that movie.
My memory is that it was trash.
I liked it.
Okay.
I think it's cute.
Okay.
Really liked Smile for some reason. I enjoyed Smile.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it was just a good horror movie. It checked the boxes for me. Rewatched Coraline. Banger and a half, obviously. Some random movie called I See You, which very lame title,
Okay.
but it's something that I can't really get into without spoiling. I'll read like the synopsis at least. When a 12-year-old boy goes missing, lead investigator Greg Harper struggles to balance the pressure of the investigation and troubles with his wife, Jackie. Facing a recent affair, great strain is put on the family that slowly gnaws away. Anyway,
I'm really glad they put his wife's name in there. I think that's very important to the
yeah, we do need
synopsis.
to know.
If her name was like Nicole,
I'm not watching
I would
that.
not.
Garbage. But yeah, it was a little sneaker on me. I enjoyed it. And I think it came out right at the end of 2022. But Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, so good. Surprisingly good. Sleeper for sure.
Not sleeper as in bad, like a sleeper hit.
Yeah, sleeper hit. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of most of them in terms of just some movies worth checking out. Those are, I think, almost everything I named was an 8 out of 10 for me, so or higher. Any random movies you saw that you think
let's see.
are worth?
Rebel Moon, Part 1.
Do it. Watch it right now.
I don't know. I didn't watch that much new stuff this year. I wanted to, but like a lot of this year was spent going over a lot of the classics with Via. So like a lot of our old classics I watched again this year that remained good classics. In terms of stuff worth mentioning, One Cut of the Dead, very good.
Right.
If you haven't seen One Cut of the Dead, it's banger.
Yeah, just watch it.
Just watch it. Don't talk
look
about
up
it.
anything.
If
Just
you're
watch
into
it.
like filmmaking or anything at all, or you've ever made videos or anything like that, watch One Cut of the Dead.
Yeah.
And watch it all the way through. Give it time. The first 30 minutes are a little. Give it time.
Yeah, I think even when we were watching, we were like, "Oh God, what is
What's
this?
happening?" But it's all.
And it was like, "Oh,
it's all tied together.
just
baby.
watch it. Go in blind, watch it."
Which that movie is my biggest example of when people say like, "Hey." Like movie reviewers and stuff where they make an argument of if they need to finish the movie to rate it, where like that's the biggest argument of like, yes, you do.
Yeah.
I know it kind of depends, right? But like that movie, if you just watch the first half hour, it's totally different experience than if you watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's like hard to
watching something completely out of context. Almost.
Right. Now, of course, if it's like whatever, Avengers 6 and you know that it's whatever, I guess that's fine. But like if it's a movie you don't know anything about, you gotta finish it. If it's some kind of like indie movie or something, yeah, I think you gotta finish it. Anyways, one clip that I also watched this animated movie called Unicorn Wars.
Okay.
So basically what it is it's about these little teddy bears. Right. It's about these little teddy bears and unicorns, and they are in a war. Bloody, horrible war. So basically, it's like a thing where it's like looks all cute and like whatever, but it's actually like really fucked up and bloody and horrible.
Okay, yeah.
It was okay. It was very depressing and very bad. It was a Spanish movie.
Okay.
It was worth a watch, I think. Just kind of like fucked up. What's like bad stuff happens and then it just keeps happening. It's like, yeah. It's something. Anyways, of course, there's the Barbenheimer. I watched the Flashpoint Paradox.
Isn't that
so
like DC animated, right?
So it's the Flash movie that came out this year. Is the story of that is based on the like whatever you call it, the comic called the Flashpoint Paradox. It's the story from that.
Right.
So Thea, who knows a little bit more about comic stuff than me, is like, well, you got to watch the original Flashpoint Paradox to see like a better one, and it was better for sure. Well, it wasn't like amazing. It's an animated comic movie from whatever year, but it was good. It was a lot better than the Flash for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Am I just naming good movies or just movies?
No, I mean anything of note. You could watch like some terrible you watch too. Whatever.
Knock at the Cabin was an experience.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, it wasn't like good. It was just, I don't know. It was
in terms of some of the filmmaking coming from M. Night Shyamalan, I felt like he was trying the right thing.
We're in a good trajectory.
Yeah. But it was mainly just he didn't stick the landing, in my opinion, with that one. It was more
the ending was, I didn't like the ending.
Yeah.
Compared to did we talk about that? How there was like the ending of like the book or whatever was different and was like insanely better. Anyways, Lou Over the Wall, banger. Especially the first like 45 minutes of Lou Over the Wall. Woo, baby. Bullet Train, very fun movie. Watched that this year.
That was another one I was really surprised about. I was just like, I had a free night. Let me go watch it in the theater. I was like, oh.
And some really older movies that I watched that I didn't know that I hadn't seen. Life Itself. It's a good movie. I think it's from like 20.
I've heard the name. I can't picture
18 maybe. It's kind of like a romancy movie, but it kind of follows different. It's kind of like a, one of those movies that's kind of anthology-esque, where it's like you follow one character who meets one character, and then we're on that character's story.
Oh, okay.
But I like that stuff. It's really good.
Nice.
It's like, it's emotional, and like the first like 10 minutes, you'll be like, what the fuck? Which is always good.
Okay.
When movies like hits you and you're like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Life Itself.
Yeah, Life Itself. So check it out. What else? I watched all the Scream movies this year.
Any worth watching?
The first one is the only one that's like, you need to watch it. The other ones are like, they're fun. But the first one is actually like really good.
Okay.
Because it's kind of a parody of things. And it's like meta in a way. Whereas the other one's like, okay, we're kind of meta, but we're mostly just having fun now. You know what I mean?
You saw the one that just came out this year?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't have the... I'm not going to get into it.
Okay.
But anger.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have the main lady. Doesn't have Sydney Prescott. Why would you watch the movie? The Menu was kind of last year, but I think I might have technically watched it in 2023. Very good. Watch The Menu. That's a good one. Yeah, that's mostly it.
I want to, before I get into like my actual top of the year, I want to mention 2 shows that I watched. One from this year, one from last year, but I just haven't talked about it on the podcast, and I want to recommend it. First one that isn't from this year, but is really good, even though I don't know if it's coming back for a second season. I hope so. I know there's issues with the writer's strike and blah, 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 differences. Anyway, Severance is a banger. Really good show. Severance is great. It only has 1 season currently. Hopefully it continues because it's supposed to. It's just if it gets made. But Severance is great. And then I also watched the show Jury Duty, which a lot of people have talked about. Do you know anything about it?
Nope.
It came on Peacock, I think. Maybe that's why, or Tubi. One of those. Maybe it's Tubi.
I hate those stupid things. I got a bone to pick.
Oh,
with the
big old bone.
Was it Tubi? I don't know. It was one of those free
in quotes.
Free. Every like 8 minutes, it's ads, and it's not just like one ad, two ad, three. It was like 9 or 10 or 12 even, maybe even 15.
No, I've tried to watch something like that.
Like, oh my god, turns an hour-and-a-half movie to like 2.5 hours.
It's like watching actual television.
Horrible.
Ew.
I'm like, you're actively pulling me to the dark side right now.
Sorry, it was actually on Freevee.
Excuse me.
I got them mixed up. My bad. That's my fault. I'll take the blame for that.
You're not a hardcore fan of all these different free, on-demand apps.
No,
that are all very necessary and very different.
But basically, there's a trial in a courtroom. It's a reality show. There's a courtroom trial going on, and so you're following the court case and the jury. Yeah. The thing is, though, is that it's all made up. It's all fake, except one dude thinks it's real.
You did tell me
so
about this.
it's just a reality show where, it's obviously goes way over the top and wacky things happening, but this one guy's convinced like this is what it is.
All real.
But meanwhile, everyone else is just actors, and it's so good. But it's also like kind of heartwarming and touching because he's just like a really nice dude and genuine. It's really fun. It's a good show.
Speaking of which, you know what else I watched this year? 12 Angry Men.
Oh, okay. That's a oldie.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's good.
All right.
It's better than I thought.
I think I've seen someone do a reaction to it, so I've seen like it cut up, but I've never actually watched it.
It's cool that movies that old were doing the hey, whole movie is in one room thing, and it was still like good. Yeah. It was still like entertaining and
because it's hard.
Yeah.
Because it's like almost completely relying on the dialogue and stuff at that point.
Still very good.
I like, I know there's like a specific term for it, but yeah, movies that can take place in one room are always interesting at least. Yeah. Sometimes they fall flat, but.
I think they're called rip-offs of Ryan Reynolds in Buried, the hit movie from.
He was the first to do it.
I don't know, 2010? 2011?
Sure. Let's just state it as fact. We were definitely in school.
2010!
Nice! It was a 50-50. You picked the wrong one, but you got it.
Just cut it out. Anyways, let's continue. Was that your 2 shows that you were...
Yeah, just 2 shows I want to recommend.
Nice.
Very different styles, but definitely worth both. Oh, I guess just to preface what Severance is, it's best to go in more or less blind, but essentially it's just dealing with separating your work life from your home life and finding that balance. Literally. But yeah, it's good to just go in not really knowing much. So very good though. And according to Letterboxd, so out of new movies, or at least new to me, I have watched a whopping 144 this year.
Damn!
Apparently.
It's pretty good.
Not bad at all. It's like a movie every like 3 days-ish. A little more than that.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. But let's get into my personal top 10. I'm going to do it. I don't have them in a particular order, but I have rated them. So I'll like give you my 7s, my 8s, and then my 9s, like, in that way, but in no particular order within those rankings. I'll give kind of honorable mentions to, I just saw Wonka. I enjoyed it. Okay. It was fun. Mm-hmm. There's a rom-com called Rye Lane that I enjoyed. Don't really watch a lot of rom-coms, but it was done well. And then, for me personally, Saw X, baby. Honorable mention to Saw X. Those are all pretty enjoyable and obviously very different movies.
Yeah.
Bloodfest, rom-com, or cute candy musical. So, my top 10, which I will mention, I have not seen a lot of the other bangers. I have not seen Poor Things, Past Lives, Anatomy of a Fall, Killers of the Flower Moon, or a movie I've heard about called Monster. All of those are in some people's top 10 lists. I have not seen them, so if you're expecting them to be here, I can't weigh in on them. Usually I feel like we watch the movies the following year.
Yeah, we do.
We miss them and catch up on them.
We'll work on that, though, this year.
Yes. Our movie recommendations will be movies that are coming out, or we'll just insert an episode of us watching them. So, in no particular order, my top of the 7 out of 10s. I still don't know what I want to rate it, but Beau is Afraid is on my top 10.
Nice!
I'm just not sure where. But Beau is Afraid Obviously, we did a podcast episode. Don't need to talk about it. I really enjoyed the Mission Impossible that came out this year. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I think there's some of the best action-y, like spy, espionage movies. There's always like clever little reveals or twists and cool gadgets. It's just fun. I like that stuff.
I haven't seen the last few.
Yeah, there's the one before this, I think, Fallout.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite of the bunch.
Okay.
But this one was good. Next is a found footage movie. Just because it's not the greatest on my list of found footage movies, but it was the best one that came out this year that I saw. And it's one of the Hell House LLC movies.
Oh, yeah.
This is the fourth one.
Fourth one.
The first one's solid. God. Second one's worse. Third one's pretty terrible. Then they brought it back around for this fourth one. It's Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor. Very long name. Doesn't do anything crazy with the genre, but it was tense. It made me scared. It was good. If you like found footage, I think you would enjoy that one. It's just pretty solid, above the average found footage movie. And I had to put a found footage on here. I just had to. So that's 7 out of 10s. Moving into the 8 out of 10s, we've got Barbenheimer, both of them. Barbie and Oppenheimer are both on there.
Okay.
Both on my top. I enjoy them both. I think I like Barbie more than Oppenheimer, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
But Oppenheimer, I'm confused where to put it. It's another one of those where, like, I understand the filmmaking is, like, way up here.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
But I don't even know if I'd want to watch it again. But I enjoyed my experience.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could even drop to a 7 out of 10, but it would still make my top 10 somewhere, even if it was at the bottom. So it's on there. Barbie. Great. I don't need to talk about Barbie. Everyone's seen Barbie. Missing, the sequel to Searching, which is a movie that kind of takes place as if you're looking at a cell phone or like computer screens, webcam footage, etc. So it's like kind of found footage, but it's not a horror. It's just like a mystery movie. You're trying to figure out what's going on, I think in this one, her mom, this girl's mom, goes missing. Surprise, surprise. And you're just trying to figure out what happened. And it's really interesting. And Searching, the one that came before it, is also very good. So if you have seen it or were interested in that, I'm sure you'll like this one. They're pretty much exactly the same in terms of...
Would you put them the same?
What happened? I think that, I gave them both 8s.
Okay.
I enjoyed them both equally.
Yeah, I've seen Searching, but I haven't seen Missing.
Yeah, I don't think I would put one over the other. They're both pretty much equal to me. Next is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
That's a 8?
8 out of 10. One of my favorite, if not, probably top 5 of my Marvel movies, because, I mean, there's not many that rank that high, other than maybe, like, Infinity War or something. The trilogy overall is great, but this one, like, the ending is just so... It goes out on such a high note. It's so like blissful. It's so good. It's beautiful. It's lovely. It's just a really good movie. Okay. Tugs on the heartstrings. It does a lot. It's really great. And also the good thing about Guardians is you could just watch. I don't think you'd be missing too much if you just watch the Guardians films. I don't think you need the 80 preambles of all the other Marvel movies. And you have to watch the Christmas special. Technically, I didn't, but there's like characters that are in the third one that are never introduced unless you watch the Christmas special. Weird. Very weird, but Guardians 3 is very good. I did end up seeing Godzilla Minus One. Well, when your back was broken.
Let me check my messages.
See, it was when you couldn't leave the house.
I would have left the house for that. I would have crawled. Damn it.
I'll see it again, baby.
Okay.
But 8 out of 10. It deserves all the praise.
Okay, good.
I mean, I haven't seen a lot of... I don't know if I've seen any Godzilla movies in their entirety, actually. No, I saw the one that we saw in theaters. King of Monsters, I think.
Did you see the one before that?
No.
Did you see the one after that?
No, the one with Kong? Mm-mm.
Did you see
I haven't seen any of them, except
You haven't seen any of them?
In their entirety. I've seen pieces.
Oh my god, bro. I've seen all the Monsterverse. I've seen Shin Godzilla. I've seen the one from 1998. Okay. I've seen, not all the old ones. I've seen like one or two of the old ones, so I haven't seen all of them. Okay.
Yeah. I've seen pieces. I think I've seen the one, I think it's the 98 one, way back when I was a kid, but I don't remember
It's horrible.
I'm sure.
It doesn't look like Godzilla. It looks like a dinosaur.
And I think there's one that has Bryan Cranston in it. Is that the same one that has the Stranger Things girl, Millie Bobby Brown? Or are those two separate guys?
Is she in that one? I don't know if she's in. I don't think she's.
I think those are two different ones.
She might be up here in that one, but she's not like the main focus.
Anyway, but this one's really good. Again, maybe you could weigh in, but the reason this one is good, I mean, Godzilla's sick when he comes around, but it's obviously more so about the characters and, how it's affecting them, not so much just spectacle.
That's what makes a good Godzilla movie.
Yeah, I think it's like super low budget. Like it's good. Very good. And it's not just a monster movie, so it's just a good movie. Another sleeper hit really surprised me was the Dungeons and Dragons movie, Honor Among Thieves.
Yeah, that
really
was fun.
enjoyed it.
That was a good one.
It was really fun. Just fun movie. Really fun. The only one currently, maybe on rewatches things would change, but the only one currently above an 8, which is a 9 out of 10, is Across the Spiderverse. That's number 1 of the year.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, definitely gotta watch that.
It's been on the list. I don't know why I haven't watched it yet. It's always like I wanna be like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to explain. I wanna be fully focused and fully like, and it'd be like,
But what? So when can you do that? What's stopping you from becoming fully focused?
Nothing. But it's like whatever. If it's like late at night or whatever, and I'm tired, I don't want to put on something that I care about because I'm afraid I'm not going to enjoy it and appreciate it to its fullest. So I'm like, no, I'll just put on some trash.
True.
So
depending on how they stick the landing with the final film, the Beyond the Spider-Verse, this could be one of the best trilogies ever made. Especially animated. So we'll see. See what happens. But that's my list. Again, in no particular order, really, but Across the Spider-Verse, Dungeons & Dragons, Barbie, Godzilla Minus One, Guardians 3, Missing, Oppenheimer, Hell House LLC, Origins, The Carmichael Manor, Mission Impossible, Beau Was Afraid.
But what about Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman,
right.
Justice League, Snyder Cut?
Oh, Aquaman came out. I didn't. Yeah, Snyderverse tops. Well, these are all 9 out of 10s, like for normal movies. In the Snyderverse, these are like 2s, maybe 3s.
This guy's over here talking about the Spiderverse. I'm talking about the
Spiderverse.
Obviously, the Snyderverse is above the Spiderverse.
Beyond the Snyderverse, baby.
Oh God!
Which it just ended. It's officially over.
Yeah.
With Aquaman, the Snyderverse is over.
It's crazy.
I didn't mind Man of Steel. Man of Steel was okay, but the rest of them.
We're in a weird time for all the superhero movies because both sides are like about to start their upheaval of like we're gonna redo everything.
Yeah.
It's like they both started trying to put out some decent ones, but they both had some like
stinkers
still in the pipeline. They're like, we might as well just put these out, even when we know nobody cares.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of weird.
And also with Marvel, their whole big bad dude just got convicted of all his stuff. That's rough.
and then they're saying like, oh, they're gonna make another 2-part Avengers movie like soon. Like,
yeah.
With what villain and with what characters that anybody cares about?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
They haven't built anybody since the, Infinity
or at least
War.
nobody really, nobody's invested like they were. I mean, how do you stay invested?
What do you...
This has never been done before, where it's like decades worth of story building with the same characters.
It's so much garbage that like they might as well just retcon it and start over at this point.
Yeah.
Really, you're going to put, you're going to put in the Eternals? People are going to be like, wow, yeah.
Whoa.
You're going to put in the Marbles. You're going to put in the... all these other randoms that nobody cares about.
Exactly. Good luck, guys. I'll be elsewhere.
Don't even call it the event. Call it the floppers. It's a team of
got 'em.
All the movies that flopped.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. What do you got, a top list? Do you have just anything to add that I didn't see or didn't mention, or?
Not really. Not from 2023. It's kind of a weird year for movies. I think it was kind of a bit of a lull for the most part, movie-wise.
Okay.
Like, obviously there was some good stuff, but I think because of some things...
I feel like some of the best movies were not... I mean, Barbie and Oppenheimer, obviously, but I don't think a lot of the best movies were very obvious to the public. I think like you have to be kind of in the movie world to like, here's this thing you haven't heard about it, but it's actually the best movie of the year. You know.
So I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm sure there's a lot of things we missed, and like whatever. But I think it's just because a lot of things like so many movies flopped this year. So many. Mm-hmm. It was just bam, 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 dead movie after dead movie after dead movie after dead movie. That just feels like what?
Yep.
It's
I missed
like
one.
A weird time.
John Wick 4. That's in there somewhere too, probably.
True.
I don't know where, but I enjoyed that one.
That was
or
good
at least an honorable mention. Very good. One of the best action movies of the year.
True.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, what's coming up that's on your radar, baby?
I've got, again, no particular order. I just kind of went through a list and I was like, yep, that one. First off is Deadpool 3, because I think it'll be fun.
True.
And they're bringing back Hugh Jackman, of course. I don't know if it's a good idea, but huge jacked man. He's still going strong despite, I don't know how old he is, but man can still get jacked and huge. So I think that'll be fun. I enjoy the Deadpools for what they are. You know, they're not great, but they're fun. Even though I didn't like the second one, I'm still excited to continue the series. So the A Quiet Place Day One.
They're doing another one?
It's like a prequel. Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. Could go either way.
Jim, what are you doing? Slow down, bro.
Come on. Go home to Pam.
Stop milking it.
Yeah.
It's just like he did in the show, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Typical.
Damn it, Jim. Joker 2, the sequel. Joker. I don't know the actual name. It's like
Folie à deux.
There you go. Joker. With Lady Gaga, baby. Beyond the Spiderverse, of course. Just because we got to continue watching, baby. And we already talked about the shoes. Sonic 3, baby. It's coming. Woo! Shadow the Hedgehog.
Woo!
Apparently, there's going to be a third Knives Out movie. It'll probably have a different name, but in the Knives Out universe.
I haven't seen the second one.
There's going to be a Borderlands movie. I got to watch it. I doubt it's going to be great, but it could be. Who knows? Video game adaptations could be hit or miss. But do you want to see a Borderlands movie? Because I enjoy Borderlands.
It's going to be horrible.
Dune Part 2, obviously. Because Dune, I still don't know what to rate because it's hard to rate things that aren't complete.
Yep. I just want him to finish the Dune movie so we can start something else already.
True, because he's a very good director.
He feel like he's going to waste all of the rest of his life making these stupid Dune movies, which are good, and I like the first one a lot, but like, man.
Is there more than Part 2?
I think there's 3.
Oh, damn.
I might be wrong about that, but I think there's 3.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that sucks then. Well, okay. The movie called Argyle looks kind of fun. Mm-hmm. And then the third in a trilogy, a weird trilogy that are loosely linked, is Maxine with 3 X's. Maxxxine. Maxine. It's there's X, Pearl, and now Maxine. They're like horror trilogy featuring Mia Goth, which is kind of one of the newest scream queens, so to speak. She's in
her real name is Mia Goth?
Yeah, or at least her actress name.
Okay.
But yeah, she's in those movies. She's in
Mia Goth.
Mia Goth.
Is she a goth?
I don't know. She's got an interesting look. Okay. And she's in the Infinity Pool movie. She screams a lot. She's a great actress, for sure.
She screams a lot.
Oh, she was in A Cure for Wellness. If you saw that movie.
Yeah, I did.
She plays the girl that he finds. Okay. And apparently she was in the 2018 Suspiria, which I didn't see, but she was in it. But
and she's married to Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's an important detail.
What?
Yeah, she's cool. I like her. She's a good actress.
Okay.
So Maxine. And then arguably, even though I don't really know anything about it, probably my most anticipated movie is Mickey 17.
What that? What's Mickey 17? What is that?
What that?
What is that? I want to hear about it.
I don't even know what it's about.
But why do you want to see it then?
Because it's by Bong Joon-ho.
Oh, okay,
and it's starring Robert Pattinson, who's been killing it. And it's got Toni Collette, Mark Ruffalo, Steven Yeun.
Okay, that is pretty stacked.
Mickey 17 is an upcoming American science fiction film, written, directed, and co-produced by Bong Joon-ho. Follows the story of Mickey 17, an expendable who is a disposable employee on a human expedition sent to colonize the ice world Niflheim. After one iteration dies, a new body is regenerated with most of his memories intact.
Yo.
Sounds pretty sick.
Sounds like Moon.
True, yeah.
which is also a good movie.
So looking forward to that. Gonna go in blind, but lots of good names behind it. So
yeah,
that's what I'm looking forward to.
I am looking forward to the fourth current American MonsterVerse, Godzilla versus Kong, or Godzilla. What is it? Godzilla and Kong now? Godzilla X Kong.
Oh, okay.
The new empire.
Ah, yeah.
Which they go verse a bigger monkey. Oh. And it's pink Godzilla.
Pink Godzilla? No.
He's pink.
He's pink.
He's got like pink. Why? He's got pink everything. He's got pink like spines, and he's got like pink.
Is there like a story reason behind that? Or just
I'm sure they like give him some charged pink radiation or something.
Hey.
And Kong has a infinity gauntlet.
These things are getting wacky. Who needs Marvel?
I know, literally. So I just want to see it. And the big monkey reminds me of the Monkey Titan from Attack on Titan.
Heck yeah.
A little bit. Anyway, so I want to see that just because it's just wacky. And I don't think it's going to be amazing, but it's just like, I want to see it.
Yeah, no, they're just good fun.
Same thing with
Kaijus.
There's another Planet of the Apes movie coming out.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them. I've heard that they're good.
They're not a good. They're okay. They're just wacky. They're just like, I don't know, monkey.
Yeah.
It's a monkey movie.
Lots of monkeys.
I like a monkey movie every once in a while.
Yeah, both of the things you mentioned have monkeys in them.
Yeah, that's all I like. Yeah, and Kung Fu Panda, because there's a monkey in that.
It's true.
Kung Fu Panda 4. No. But yeah, I want to see that too, because I think they're going to do a whole nother trilogy of Kingdom Planet of the Apes, which is just weird. They're going to tie it all the way back around to the actual Planet of the Apes movie. I think.
Right. Hey, cool.
It's crazy. So I'm like, hell yeah. I'm surprised they're doing another one, because I didn't think the third one did very well. But
I always like when there's a movie or a series or whatever, and then they start a new one, but then they connect it back to the original. Yeah. If done well.
I want to see that If movie. I don't think it's going to be good, but I do want to see it. Because it seems a little wacky.
Yeah, looks fun.
I like a fun. We don't have enough like original comedy movies anymore, or comedy movies at all.
It's true. Yeah.
Also,
usually they're like real raunchy comedy.
Yeah. Not just like, it's a comedy movie. Yeah. Have fun with it. Also, Fall Guy is
yeah, I forgot about that one.
With our boy, whose name I cannot think of. Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
It's starring Ryan Gosling and directed by David Leitch, who is the guy who did Bullet Train. He helped with John Wick.
I'm down with that.
Yes. Hey, Bullet Train was a fun, good time, so it should be like that. And I'm in, and I like Ryan Gosling. So, there's Furiosa, which kind of looks...
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still got to watch the Fury Road, Mad Max, but I know.
You haven't seen Fury Road?
No.
At least my movies that I haven't seen are like this year. Well, that movie is like 20.
Hey, I'm
it's
sorry.
So good.
I know it's on my list of movies. I got it. I know. But this one I saw the trailer for, and it just looks super CG. Weird.
It looks bad.
Especially because the first one's like almost all practical, or like a lot of it's like the big stuff is practical.
99% of it is practical. Yeah. The director is just George Miller. I'm afraid he's just getting old because he's like 80 years old, so it's like maybe he just doesn't know what looks good anymore.
Wow, poor guy.
Which is sad. Because I was excited for that, but now it's like, man. Madam Web is gonna be amazing.
It looks interesting.
No, it's I'm still not convinced that's not a joke. Because how? We didn't really talk about that trailer, but it's legitimately maybe the worst trailer I've ever seen.
Pretty bad.
Like, it literally is like a Morbius, just the trailer. They
keep getting worse somehow. It's crazy.
Well, what is Sony doing?
I don't know.
It's like, hey,
there's another Venom movie coming too.
Hey, animation division, we're going to give you $1 billion. We're going to hire all of the best. We're going to give you full creative control.
You're going to create some of the best animated movies ever created.
Okay. Camera IRL division.
We found this in the dumpster.
Some Legos, and I hired my next door neighbor, Joshua, and he's going to make all of them. Like, what the how does one company create...
Just this... huge gaps in quality between.
God.
And the games too. The gaming department of Sony, they know what they're doing.
Just the movies. What happened?
And it's a spider-related property, spider-adjacent, Spider-Man adjacent.
Just Spider-Man is all over the place.
Gosh.
Anyways, yeah, that's about it. I don't know.
Well, like we said, moving into the next year, we'll definitely try to knock out ones that are actually coming out this year. We'll also knock out the Oscar noms before the Oscars.
Is Civil War coming out next year?
Probably, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting trailer.
So yeah, I guess now we'll just do a quick thing of just what's the 2024 look like for the podcast? What are our goals for the podcast as we wrap things up for the year?
My goal is to explode out of my skin like a butterfly. That's about it.
You could do that right now if you want. You don't gotta wait till
That's
next.
kind of a more 2024 thing, you know.
Okay.
But I don't know. Podcasts, I want to keep them going. I want to make them. I want to do good things. That's about
You
it.
still want to make them?
Yeah.
I was gonna use this as a segue. Tony. I mean, the podcast is gonna keep going, but I don't know if you're gonna be.
I'll just talk to an empty chair, baby.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep switching sides and talking to myself. Because I want to, I want to keep them going. I want to keep the content going, and like we've talked about it a little bit off camera, but we want to just record more social media things and clickable things that are not pulled directly from the podcast, just additional things we've done. And also, I think I want to set a goal for us. I want to set a goal, or just, something to strive for.
An actual, numbers goal or something?
Yeah, just to throw something out there.
At the whole next year?
At the end of next year. Where do you want to be? Like YouTube subs. YouTube
1,000.
subscribers. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think that's not, ridiculously
reasonable.
unobtainable. Yeah.
In a year.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
But I just mostly want to have fun and make stuff
that's all
that
it's
I
about.
am reasonably proud of.
See some good movies.
Yeah. Hang out and have fun and record things.
And also for you, do you have any goals for yourself?
I want to keep track of the movies that I watched this year.
Okay.
That's my main goal.
All right.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Starting now.
Do it. Start you have a Letterboxd.
I'm going to start posting on there again. Start doing my thing, baby.
Yeah, I want to start leaving more reviews. I rarely review things because I feel pressure to make it funny or something. I just want to start leaving reviews, mainly so I can jog my memory of
just make them just like your notes.
True.
Toilet.
Yeah. There you go. 8 out of 10. Toilet. I think that's the best approach.
Hell yeah.
Follow us on Letterboxd. I'll put them in the description or something. I guess it's about time for the new year then. All right, everybody. It's almost New Year's, assuming you did the thing and you're doing it with us.
Yeah,
it
baby.
is that time.
It is that
we
time.
got exactly 1 minute to go.
Let's go, baby.
2023 is coming to an end. It's been an interesting year.
Get it out.
It's been the birth of Off Angle.
I don't want to see it anymore.
It's over. It's gone. But Off Angle, we're going.
What?
We're moving. We're at 45 seconds, baby. 45.
What do you want to say? What do you want your last words of 2023 to be?
Riddle, diddle,
Octagon,
plump,
Octagon,
boppy.
Okay.
Bop it. 30 seconds to go, everybody.
I'm ready to emerge.
Great for weddings, birthdays, graduations, and parties. That's none of these.
It's all of them.
Oh, okay.
All of them together.
15 seconds,
Okay,
everybody.
get ready.
14, 13, 12. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Oh my God, they shot out so fast. It's a Happy New Year! Woo!
Oh my God.
Welcome to 2024, everybody.
Welcome.
The Off Angle boys are here to keep you company as always. I've got confetti in my water.
I don't, because I'm very clear.
I'll just get some more later. Pour your champagne. Tell your loved ones you love them. Set your resolutions. Go to the gym for the first week and then give up again. And watch some movies, baby.
Watch some off-angle podcasts.
Watch some
we're going to be
off-angle
coming at you a lot more. Oh, and by the way, Tyler. Boo! He's finally gone, everybody. That was pretty loud.
You're going to get complaining. You got gunshots going on.
And it's like 11 o'clock at night. Oh, God.
Shit.
Okay, we should be quiet now.
All right, guys.
It's
time to switch into
ASMR mode. We love you.
Thank you so
See
much.
you next year.
And, are we going to skip a week? Or are we still filming a second one?
I don't know. Probably should skip a week.
Yeah, it's just for safety. We're going to take a little break in the new year. Just 1 week. We're going to push it back. So no episode next week. We'll see you the following week.
Yeah.
With new movies, new snacks. Same old boys, baby.
Same old boys.
Happy New Year. Thank you so much for listening. Off Angle is once again brought to you by me and Tony. The music track in the background was created by Tony, as well as random sounds that came out of my mouth upon request. We can be found on all social medias at Off Angle Pod. And also be sure to leave us a rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We'd really appreciate it. We'll catch you guys in the next one.